Welcome back. If you recall, the player used to just be a dot, like a ghost, but I want to make it so ships have like a vulnerable point, like a target. So I'm changing the player into like a physical thing that could be harmed, like has a jetpack or something and like flies around. But I was making this change, right? And then I realized I can't do this. The way I have it right now, everything physical in the world is a box. And then there's like a grid that bunches those boxes together and defines it as like one rigid thing. All these boxes are associated with this grid. And when boxes collide, to like dish out the damage, I go into the shape that it collided with and then just go to its attached box. I cast that to like the box data and then I just track damage from it, right? This is a problem if the player is a physical entity in the world, which also needs to deal damage like this. Because the player itself is not a box, but it's still something physical in the world. So my whole model for how I've been doing this game is fucked up by this feature. This is a problem I anticipate is common when you try to define like an optimized data model in a low-level language like C. In engines like Godot, they have a very flexible abstraction where you could do anything game design-wise, like already defined for you. But with how I'm doing things now with just C, if I'm too limited in how I architect and design my structs, certain game design ideas will just be not at all applicable. And it's also a big pain to change, like how these relationships are formed and exist. And so it's important that I define early on a flexible data model. I've realized that can like grow as I design more gameplay and expand the project. And so that's what I spent today getting half done, is making everything into abstract entities like I should have done in the first place. I also fixed a lot of serialization stuff. Look at how big this macro is. I made this earlier today because I made these changes and it was just like you have 175 build errors. And I was just sitting there fixing them like this. And that's like light work. Like a big project, it would be like 10,000 or something. This is a tiny like demo project. So you can imagine if I just can't do refactors like this as the game grows. That's why I need to make it flexible now so that the gameplay code I write doesn't have to be rewritten and refactored in some big drastic way. This happened in another project too, and the refactor took like 5 days. And even then I only got like half of what I wanted to change done. But we're chugging. This is like 25% done and already like everything has changed. At least if it's a waste of time and super bad or something, it's a get. I can just undo all my changes. This tweet, I saw this earlier today. The game developer community is full of positive people. Everybody supports each other. I want to be negative. I want to share bad vibes. I want everybody else's games to do badly. I want to be the opposite of an inspiration. Every indie developer will fail miserably. I'm a negative person. You don't have what it takes. You can't do it. You are nothing. This refactor is making me sad. I wish I was like super fast at this or something. Super good at it. Shit takes time. I thought they would be all visuals, but instead it's this. The concept art is still unrealized. It's beautiful. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully with something visual. Like and subscribe.